The in-game leader, Captain America, on home soil. He needs to deliver. They can't go down like this. As we will see, actually, Team Liquid opting for a T start here, Anders. Interesting. On Inferno, like it's slightly a T-sided map in the last few months, so we'll see how this works out for them. And Alistair and Vexite pushing down towards middle. Not super aggressive, but certainly interested.
Oh, he's so close, but the first couple of kills go the other way. Yakinda's going to get a double, and Alistair, he's a little bit late to the party. All of his team are dead. I like the attempt at trying to push down middle and have that one secret agent playing around in the A apps that could maybe sneak in, but when you get beat up like that, it's not going to make any difference here. Seko's on his own in a 1 versus 5, and everything has gone the way of Liquid. They could not have asked for a better start here. Now it's just a question of trying to run down the remaining player. Not a single casualty on the Liquid side, so this is beautiful.
Yeah, you can't actually ask for much more than that, I'm afraid. Team Liquid fed the kills. Like we said, a curious probe from the Grayhound defense, hoping to find those initial kills with the silenced USP, but it was the P250 of Yakinda finding a double headshot there from the bottom of middle. I'm sure we can see that from his POV. Oh, there it is. Quite crispy on the first, clinical on the second, and this aggression from the CTs led them to absolutely nothing. Barely any damage inflicted, and a clean sweep across the board. As we'll see 4 rifles for Team Liquid in round number 2, and a force buy from Grayhound here. We're going to have pretty much a 5-7 setup. A little bit of utility and just a couple of grenades as well. Inns will be deploying that first one. It does connect towards Nitro. And Yakinda, though, at the very top, hunting for the first frag.
Yeah, they can try and slow this down, but only the one smoke. Sometimes you will see a team on the CT side here buy a couple of more smokes just to really get that slow down effect, but I'm hoping to maybe push them a little bit further back towards the triple setup at the A-bomb side. Vexite's already gone down. Good little shot here from EliGE, hunting around with the MAC-10, but this should be an easy affair for them. There shouldn't be much trouble coming their way. I don't know about a Grayhound. I don't mind the fact that they upgraded the pistols and the armor here. I just wish they were a little bit more proactive. They got the flashbangs. I don't like having 2 at A and 2 and B in this kind of setup. At this point, just all group up and try and see if you can flash your way into a fight, maybe a top banana, but this feels a little bit too passive for what they got.
So, just a contact play coming in here. Yakinda to lead the charge. Making sure he checks every key angle. Slow down towards spawn. First oranges. A decent flashbang here. The CTs have a chance of a couple of kills, but the wallbang will come through for Nitro. First and second for Sicko. Decent attempt. I don't think it will lead to much more. He did significant damage towards the in-game leader, or I should say captain perhaps, of Nitro. 3-on-2. Liazz and Alistair might as well see what they can do. They're aware another dink was inflicted. Alistair will wait towards the coffins. His teammates in CT spawn. They have a flash. Liazz will deploy that, and the swing will come through. Unfortunately, doesn't catch anyone, and that's probably their chances nullified.
I mean, great effort for Sicko. That's impressive, right? That double kill definitely made it a bit scary for a minute, but I think they've done a fine enough job recovering. Alistair, he could still make this quite an expensive round if he stays alive. Just, again, the blast radius on Inferno is massive, so try and see if you can keep them a little bit closer. I would say even just kind of keep it up. Nitro and oSee running away from it. At least one of them will go up. So that's really good. I mean, that's 3 casualties on the Liquid side, and they get to save the CSET 75. You'll take it.
It is something. Unfortunately, though, you can't really punish because you're full eco next round. So that good work, they can just purchase into a MAC-10 into this, like Nitro will, knowing that it's going to be very difficult for you to justify a helmet and full utility going to that next round. So sure, you do some damage, but you can't really do much with it going forward. They can't invest much more than an HE grenade to an airstrike towards bottom and middle, perhaps, Anders. It looks to be the case. 4 of them got to be sending HE's grenade down towards the bottom. There's someone to receive them. That's Yakinda. Doesn't do a ton of damage, but the flashbang has fully affected him. It's been a little bit awkward for them, but a couple of kills make it 3 now as Team Liquid take care of business. Just Alistair waiting towards the B side of the map. It looked like it could have got a bit more interesting there with the flashbang being so effective, but now Captain of Grayhound waiting in towards the library. I don't think he'll be remaining there very long.
Yeah, unfortunately, never really getting into position to put in the CSET 75 to use. The library is caught fire. That's a real shame. And so, at the end, Alistair will find his demise to oSee with the AK-47. So, 3 in a row for Liquid. It's a pretty solid start for them. And again, we did discuss this a little bit in the pregame about how Liquid, on the mental side, just they do need that early start. Just otherwise, you know, things could get a little bit grim on that side. So I guess it's good to see. On the Grayhound side, we'll see what they could do with the rifles. I don't think you're going to be too sad about this early on. You all know what it's like to lose a pistol round, so they're just going to be ready to get into it here. Alistair on that AWP early on. I think that is important, though.
Oh, absolutely. Hasn't had the best performance so far. We'll see whether he can stick up and stand strong in this first gun round. AWP alone towards the B side of the map, as we will see INS rotate back towards middle. Setting up a 4-man setup, top of middle as well. Heads up Counter-Strike there. They've got a boost towards the porch side. And Vexite will be looking to mow them down with the M4. As Yekindar confirms that top of Banana is very clear, but Alistair here with the AWP on the corner, as mentioned, a good position and converts the shot as well. Completely blind. Takes down the point man, Yekindar.
Nice start to this one. The rest of them setting up towards top mid at the moment. At least just clearing it out. And they're actually trusting in Alistair quite a bit. They're putting him alone at the back of the B bomb site, so just with the AWP, definitely a slightly risky maneuver, although he is putting some range between him and anyone showing up. They have Molotovs. They can throw them back onto him, and he can't really do anything. He has no smoke, so he is a little bit exposed in this one, but all he needs is one good shot, and at least the retake should be doable. No Molotovs raining quite that deep yet. Counter flash and a shot onto Nitro. This is excellent work coming out right now for Alistair. He's absolutely defending the bomb site. There's the Molotov we were talking about earlier, but he still is good for a third, and he's done everything they could have wanted to then stuff, but EliGE is coming back into it. The triple spray down, saving the round, and now it's a 2 versus 2. That is unbelievable.
Oh, it really is. That was absolutely epic there. Naf, a chance to find the man advantage. Can't quite connect the dots, and it's EliGE, not known to be an AWPer. Reloading at the back of the new boxes here. We'll drop down the Molotov. Flash is being deployed now. It's Liquid with the advantage. The bomb gets to the halfway point. Coming in towards the coffins, both players. And EliGE hits one of these shots. You know, Naf is going to clutch this one out. He can't connect it though. Looking for the double kill. And Naf, he runs out of bullets. Oh no! It all goes wrong. And the defuse will be confirmed. It looks like they got more than enough time. And that was so tantalizingly close. It looked like Naf had that one hook, line, and sinker there, Anders, but he ran out of bullets.
That is so ridiculous. It absolutely looked like he could have sprayed him right down. Love to see the replay. But yeah, obviously EliGE making this possible at all to begin with. So it's a very expensive round, no doubt. Grayhound are going to have to keep on fighting, but the jump up on top, I can't believe it. But first round is on the board for Grayhound. They're not going to be very rich behind it either. Liquid probably still senses the weakness and realize if we win this next round, then none of it matters, even if that was a close round.
Yeah, absolutely true. So this has to be a conversion for Grayhound here to get back into this first half and build up some momentum here. Good flashbang. Very effective. Yekindar isolated, alone. And he'll be taken down as he dealt with early on. They'll be able to recover that AK-47 as well. There it is. Just in arm's reach of Vexite. Drops another defensive smoke and gets the hell out of there. Good start here, just what Grayhound needed. They were certainly on the back foot with the FAMAS and the MP9, a distinct lack of utility. Alistair's still on his AWP, and he's happy just to be holding out towards the actual library side. I thought it'd be Vexite who would be rotating over, allowing the AWP to stay on site, but for now, Team Liquid focusing their efforts towards the apartments. Maybe a pop required here. Could go for the lurk smoke. Molotov in towards the pit as they hunt for basic mid control. We've got oSee still towards T-steps, and the bomb will be on that side of the map as well. As Vexite just jump spotting here, needs to play a very careful game. That's probably more like it. Falls back towards the safety of the bomb site.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Especially when you've got two smoke and a Molotov. He's just going to put up the smoke right now. Which is pretty good timing, right? When that runs out, yeah, well, it's going to be a lot closer to the 30-second mark, and then even then he can put down the Molotov afterwards. So some pressure on a Liquid. They hear the smoke going down, and they decide, you know what, maybe it's better to just try and hit the A-bomb site. But it is a bit of a setup here. They might be in trouble running into it, although the counter-rotation actually a little bit early. Sicko was running out of there. Nice little one-way to try and set something up. Nitro not quite away. He could have been dead already. He's lucky to be alive. Naf with the opening shot on INS, and just like that, it's a 4 versus 3. There is a way to get back into it, especially with the shot on Sicko. They are going to be able to find the bomb plant, even if Liazz is still in the pit. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely true. Liazz still alive, and they are very aware of it. The retake is possible, but they do not have a kit right now. It's down towards the graveyard position. Molotov deployed, and retake coming in from library. And Alistair will be legged by oSee as well. It's up to Vexite to try and find this opener. He can't do it. oSee connects once again, and now just pulled Liazz. And remember, he's been in the pit the entire time. They know exactly where he is. And oSee with a hell of a round there, connecting 3 shots, one of which was a leg, and 2 kills in total, taking his kill count up to 6 kills and 1 death. 4-1, and that's the nightmare scenario for the Australians. And as we did say, that would shatter their already weak economy as they go down 4-1 on the CT side.
Yeah, that's unfortunately really, really rough. Especially, ending the first win that they had, they're ending in a 1 versus 1 and then straight back into losing. It puts you in a really awkward position. So 3 HGs, I appreciate that. It's always fun to try and see if you can blow some up on that banana position. But barring that, it should be another round for Liquid. So at least the good start's been confirmed for Liquid, and I'm sure they're going to be excited about that. For the Grayhound side of things, they don't have the kills even right now.
Considering this was picked by Grayhound and Team Liquid opted to start on the T side, this is the idyllic start. Opponent's map pick winning on the T side. A little bit awkward here, going for that tight choke point at the B bomb site, and now actually losing the first frag as well. It doesn't look convincing. They're not looking too confident about this one. They lose yet another frag and just going to peel off with the man disadvantage. They're taking a lot of damage on route here. This hasn't really worked out for them, and they'll peel off and just leave Naf in position here. He knows he probably has to do a bit more of this one. Liazz lying in wait towards the boiler room. And I dare say the Grayhound might be able to pull this one off now.
Yeah, not in a bad position. Could do it. Bit of a crossfire being established, even if it's just with the pistol. Oh, that's actually a thing. That's just a USP. And Naf is not happy. Sending a couple of angry shots towards the coffins. 40 seconds left, and there's a flank coming in really quick, Henry. They're walking up behind them. They need to pull the trigger on this one, Liquid, or they're going to get shot in the back instead. INS in the corner, thinking about it. Naf's going to get the shot finally there, and EliGE, good headshot, and that's just before the backup arrives. Man, the timing is so close, but Grayhound, the window might have closed on them here.
I don't know. There's still a chance, I think. They'll probably catch Naf out. He's flirting with danger here. Banana position, but that kill, that will decide it. That one certainly will. So well handled there from Nafly, managing to pick out 3 kills in total. Got a little bit awkward for them, but the lack of armor, of course, and the upgraded pistols, Grayhound couldn't really capitalize upon the man advantage. 5-1 deficit now as we enter round number 7. Team Liquid firing on all cylinders. There's been some expensive rounds. Their money's not out of control. If they lost a round as well, their money would be pretty weak. So another important one here. Grayhound really need to step up. We saw some nice shots from Alistair towards the B bomb side, and he's opting towards A this time, changing his mind. Oh, which way do you want to go? Back towards A. So that's going to be the final position, and Sicko to defend Yekindal once again.
Yeah, you really got to put that AWP to use. It's obviously an expensive weapon, so, I mean, the first round that he bought it in, he did get that instant shutdown over at the bomb site, and that was a good start to the round. You need more of that. Liazz is going to be the first casualty in the round. EliGE will take him down, so maybe not exactly ideal. And Alistair is in the right position. Oh my god, what a risk for Naf. He just ran right in there, but it's not capitalized on, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it will be Ins on the other side of the map, finding the equalizing kill EliGE, and a good flashbang from Alistair. That's actually going to take down EliGE, courtesy of Vexite. Couple of misses for Alistair. Let's see if he can convert here. Surely this one is his. A wonderful shot there coming in from the captain, Nitro. Smoke down, needs to recover the bomb. 2 versus 3 in favor of Grayhound here. Smoke is very effective as he dodges the bullets here. Can't quite recover the bomb. Oh no! He does get away with it. Doesn't take too much damage as well. Molotov to provide a veil of cover as they do get the C4 planted.
Yeah, so far so good. 1 HE on Nitro, but oh, he's already tossing it straight out. Didn't want to wait at all. That's all the grenades gone for Liquid, so holding this after plant now going to be a little bit more tricky. There's no kit in play right now on anyone on the CT side, so that's a big disadvantage. Naf gets one, Nitro on the other, and now it's just all on INS to try and get back in here. Nitro hiding inside of the smoke at the back of the site. There's a kit on the site, so he has a little bit of extra time maybe to find the shot. There's a good headshot. Going to pick up the kit in transition and run straight for it. Great retake coming out here. 3 kills on INS, and it's going to be Grayhound to pick up a second round.
Yeah, a very important one as well. Unfortunately, though, only one player survives once again. They can't find any clean victories so far. Of course, we'll be buying into the next round, but Team Liquid certainly will as well. As they've got around $4,500 per player. They know the money's so low on the other side. And this was a great effort. It was a man disadvantage for them as well. It looked like Nitro might have done enough there with the time and the lack of kits, but In's holding his nerve here. Jumps up, finds the headshot, and converts the round. Good job. Like we said, a much needed one as well, and they will be limping into round number 8 here with the FAMAS. And to be fair, not the worst setup in the world. They're lacking helmets across the board, and against his Galil Zanders, that could be a massive problem. 3 of them for Team Liquid, and they're going to operate like AKs with those lack of helmets. 4 players without protection.
Okay, you can on the opening. That is pretty impressive. Going to take down one of the players there, and 4 versus 5 to follow it up. again, it's another round for Grayhound where they win it, but they only have one survivor, and it's just absolutely a painful position to be in. Naf is having himself a pretty good start. He's 10-3 at the moment. And Alistair, again, back with the AWP. Don't think they realize quite where he is yet. He's got some backup in Liazz, but it's only a FAMAS. And look at the speed on Liquid. They're going to go straight for it. They're not going to slow this one down. Naf ready to pounce on that one. And Alistair, even if he hit the second shot, there's no way he gets a third one in there. And Sicko and Vexite just left walking away. There's nothing else they can do. So just really, really painful start for Grayhound. It's almost more upsetting when you get those odd rounds, but you only have one person surviving. All right, good shot at the very least, but man, they are really, really started to fall behind. This is looking like a blazing hot start for Liquid, and the beating that Grayhound took yesterday against Cloud9 was, you know, I said you can't always necessarily transpose day one results into day two, but the way that this is playing out, it looks like they are in a you know, kind of going down the same route at the moment.
And it's got a question for you.
Go on.
Pick'em coin. What did you get?
Whatever the lowest thing is, I don't know.
No.
I didn't even check. I just got wrecked in the start. Like I partly got wrecked by Liquid. Why did I do it, Henry? I know better.
I don't know. I feel like I got through. I got a diamond coin. Just so you know, I'm part of the 0.000%.
I expect nothing less.
So yeah, that was a proud moment for me. Don't know any of my colleagues that have one, so I just wanted to flex that a little bit.
I appreciate that.
It's because I went for Game of Legion against Heroic. I just thought like they're just gonna do it. They can pull it off.
Oh, but, sick. There we go.
Yeah, well, there it is. My first diamond coin ever. Very proud of that one. And we are going to see a partial investment here. Barely that. The saved rifles coming in from Grayhound. A couple of upgraded pistols and very fast-paced from Yekindar. We're going to go towards the apartments, and it will be information, at least for EliGE. He confirms 1 kill in the corner of Liazz. Vexite will take him down. And Vexite very brave to try and swing out of that position. He knows better of it. And will decide to fall back. Bomb to be planted. Looks very likely to be 7-2 here. oSee should be guaranteed this kill. Unless a huge miss comes out. And absolutely nails it. So that's round confirmed. Can't really justify much more than this. Sicko with the kit and M4 confirms it as he falls back in towards CT spawn. Ends only with the deagle. Might as well see if he can hold on to it. I guess the second question is, Anders, what's the Twitch chat saying? Have we got any interesting memes? Any profound thoughts? What's going on now?
A lot of people confessing having silver coins. One gold coin enjoyer. They're not seeing anyone to rival the diamond coin at the moment. So.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, they're feeling, I think, a little bit depressed by that fact, obviously.
Daddy's diamond coin.
Yeah, you know, you gotta flex on them like that. I think that's what else is the diamond coin for, right? It is
exactly nothing really. Yeah. Just to tell people I have one of those. I can't do anything with it, but it is there. It exists.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, but don't worry. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on that Twitch chat.
Thank you very much.
There's always some good stuff happening in there. The wooden coin, someone said, doesn't really exist, but it probably should at some point, you know. Just to humiliate people with.
The wooden coin.
The wooden coin.
All right, here we go then. Finding themselves in dire straits, unfortunately. Grayhound 7-2 down, but still plenty of rounds to be played. They can still win the half. Not all is lost. Oh, that doesn't start well, though. Alistair spammed down after the flashbang, courtesy of Nitro. Nice teamwork there from Team Liquid. He didn't stand a chance. Fired off the shot. Goes to that blind shot as well. Like, you have the option to fall back or try and time a shot. Went for the latter, missed it, and was punished in the end. So, Team Liquid, huge advantage. It's pretty difficult to recover these rounds. A 5-on-4 early on the CT side of Inferno. You just stretch so thin. You normally need to be a little bit more curious towards some other choke points on the map. See if you can get information towards top banana. Funnel them towards middle. And right now, quite a stagnant setup. We have got a rotation from Inz at least. He's going to be backing up the A bomb side, taking a bit of a gamble here, leaving Sicko at the AWP towards B and hoping they can find an equalizing kill here towards the arch side. That looks likely where Team Liquid will end up.
Yeah, this is not necessarily a bad setup, having that crossfire between pit and into the site. Liazz and Vexite, and they have got INS kind of in the right area. Molotov maybe to try and slow them down. It's going to be a little bit late. One of them already made his way past EliGE. He's run past the Molotov around that arch side. 30 seconds left, and they're going to try and go for it now. One good flash here could really break this open. There's one, Vexite, but no fight coming his way. He's going to get the first kill on EliGE. That's a good start, but he didn't check it all the way. There's still a player out on Archway, so he might get shot in the back. It's Naf back in action. 13 kills on him, and the bomb, it's going to be planted.
Oh, it's such a brutal smoke that's just gone down as well. You've got to try and retake now with an AWP. CSGO realizing that's not an ideal option will pick up the AK-47. They've got a kit, but zero utility. It is a 2-on-2. I dare say they should go for this. Maybe not so much anymore. That's a brilliant shot from Yekindar. Pretty much seals the deal. But CSGO still fancies his chances, but challenging the AWP, he will be wrecked as we'll continue their dominance on the T side here, looking very comfortable indeed. That open pick Anders at the start of a round that Alistair received, it's just so difficult to recover from, especially when you're already weak financially and you've lost so much territory and vision on the map and your sniper goes down that early.
Yeah, and it was just a simple flash setup that really got him out of it. So it's a little bit of a shame that he can't even escape from it, right? It's one thing to miss the shot, but to get actually caught there, not quite acceptable. I am seeing a lot of people in chat, Henry, asking for proof that you have. They're not just taking your word for it.
Okay, how do I prove? I don't know how. What do I have to do?
I don't know. Oh, there we go. Alistair in the middle, just with the AWP. That's a huge shot. I was gonna say maybe like a screenshot in front of your game or something like that. You know, like wait.
All
like
right.
with your
Okay.
phone,
Yeah.
With like a selfie.
Proof of coin. I can do that.
Yeah.
All right. After this game, we'll do a selfie with the coin, and I'll be there with today's newspaper as well, so you know it's legit.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, we've had some real fakes, right? There was the fake case opening at the major.
Oh,
so
dude, I caught that straight away. I was there next to the dude when he did it live. I was actually in the arena. I just said, I think my friend was next to me, said, that's so fake. That's no way that's real. And everyone was losing their shit. I caught it straight away. The pessimist in me just didn't believe it was true.
Well, you were right once again, Henry. So, you know, it pays off every once in a while. I appreciate it. Well, 3 versus 5. They've actually done a great job here, Grayhound. It's kind of late in the half to start to turn this around, but it's not too late. If they can get this round, especially with pistols, start to finally build an economy, which they haven't even really had yet on the CT side, there's still a way to have some kind of a say in the first half here. Sneaking on through with a boost on top, and Vexite just doing all of the work. There's nothing oSee could do to save the round, and it will be a third for Grayhound. And look at this. They pick up another AWP and 2 AKs on top, so they are going to be super rich behind this all of a sudden. This is a real swing back.
My, oh my. The Desert Eagles saving the day here. So they've had a couple of tight 1v1 successes and now a Deagle victory. It was Vexite's position that was overlooked and a little bit surprising considering Naf creeped all the way in and didn't check the position. So Vexite can't believe his luck. And they are right back on live. A double AWP setup as well. Sicko will join Alistair with the sniping responsibilities. And speaking of which, Captain Alistair will be nading down towards the bottom of the middle. And a couple of those grenades connect, taking Nitro down to 81 points of health. Yekindar here. I am aware the camera is a little bit off. I have sent the memo. Hopefully I get that sorted in the next couple of minutes. So bear with us. But for now, AK-47s, AWPs, 1 M4, close to that Royal Flush setup. And a 3-man setup towards middle. Double porch and 1 towards arch.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I like the mid setup, but at some point they need to be quick on the rotation if this actually becomes a B attack. Or maybe not. Maybe now they're going to get really rewarded. 3-way crossfire into the middle. Liquid going to try and break this open. They should have smokes and molotovs down, at least to put some pressure on this porch side of things. Alistair pushed back. There's the smoke to get rid of the molotov immediately, but they still have Vexite and Liazz out here. And actually, Liquid are going to be falling back, but this should be red. Surely they're going to be able to hear those footsteps running away and call it into the B bomb site saying, yeah, look at the little check there for Vexite. That's huge information play. And this B bomb site, there is a rotation coming, but it might just be a second late.
It's the old classic bait and switch, the double emo setup as well. So Sicko trying to take all the aggro. Even if he goes down, there's a surprise waiting at the back for them. So you have to try and at least find one. That will do. They're taking a lot of damage en route now. If you can find one more, that would be excellent. Now, do they check the second player? Ins. The fly in the ointment, the snake in the grass, whatever you want to call him. Will he be overlooked? He certainly will. Nitro has no idea. With 10 seconds remaining, I think that might be enough. Naf will put on back, but so much damage has been inflicted. There's simply no time as Vexite will close out the round in style. A beautiful setup there, and one Team Liquid had no time to check. Thinking on their feet, that was a lovely little play.
Really well done, and on the back of just winning with pistols, you go into this one, you know, only a 2-man setup at the bomb site, but like you said, a little bit of a mind game thrown into it, plenty enough to win them the round. 4 now for Grayhound. if they, I mean, they need to get all the way back up to 7 rounds, I think. But if they do that, it's an interesting position to be in, right? Because even if Liquid probably should be okay with 8 rounds, they're going to walk away from the half still probably feeling like it's not quite enough and that they could have done something more. So, yeah, back to pistols. Liquid, for the first time, getting a sense of what it's like to not have the economy to really keep up the fight. I'm quite interested how this is going to be playing out. Couple of Deagles, just play it safe, play it a little bit far back in this round for Grayhound. This is one of the few rounds where you don't really need to be super aggressive. Flash setup here with Alistair. Just, again, not dying is really the only mission at the moment.
Yeah, I can't even imagine a world where Team Liquid win this one, but time will tell if they can make it exciting at least. Alistair will sacrifice some mid-control, not a huge problem. They don't really have much to do much with it, but his ins keeping them locked in as well. He's got full banana territory under his remit. So Sicko will be there as well. AWP looking to find the first kill. What in God's name is that from oSee? Like, that's an AWP he's just taken down at the top of banana.
Yeah, like it was nothing. That's a bit of a powerful display. 40 seconds left, but look at the sneak in here. Alistair should be good for a shot, but he won't be able to get the flick, and now they're putting a little bit of pressure on him. We're down to 30 seconds. They're hunting him, even for the smoke. They're actually putting some damage out, and now they're going to flip the switch, run back to the B-bomb side. There's only one defender here in INS.
Yeah, he needs multiple frags around it to stay at the very least. Players coming in from the main entrance at the bomb as well, so the plant's guaranteed. He'll probably take down EliGE, but they don't have to force the issue here. They can keep him contained. Yekindar aware of it. Does a little bit of damage as well. Bomb planted, and they've got a 4-on-4 with an AWP, but that's been dropped. Naf taken down by Vexite. Remember, they've got no armor here, so they try and work together. Big spray down. Yekindar keeps the dream alive. 3 versus 1. Nothing but headshots required here. He can't connect on the first, and taken down. The no-scope wall-bang headshot from Alistair to confirm the defuse there. A little bit uncomfortable, but ultimately, they get the job done.
Okay, well, that will get the job done, yeah. An impressive display at the end. Probably a little bit scary that it got as close as it did, but at the end of the day, it's starting to look like a comeback for Grayhound. Up to 5 rounds. Vexite, he's dropping 15 kills right now, so he's actually overtaken Naf at the moment, so huge part of the reason why they're doing as well as they are. Not bad for the young player.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, oSee. Try and do that one again, I dare you. That was a beautiful shot, but difficult to replicate, I will say. And we will get into another buy round here for Team Liquid. You're right, though. This is actually looking like a bit of a comeback. Like, 8-7 is a pretty common scoreline. Like, a lot of people even suggesting that it's one of the most balanced maps we have in CSGO right now. And it's like 8 rounds on the T side is not too uncommon. So if Grayhound can keep this up and find 7, it's their map pick. Win a pistol, you never know. They might be able to take this one still.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't rule it out. Again, we've seen Liquid crumble in the past, even when they have, you know, much bigger leads than this, so always got to keep that in mind, too. And even if Grayhound had a slow start, they seem to be really waking up now. Alistair? Flash timing not quite working out for him here with the AWP. Sort of worried that he's sticking around for as long as he did out there. You know, sometimes you just want to take that shot and run instantly. Nice shot from Vexite. Comes back for a second. The bomb is now lost in the archway position, and a smoke here to slow them down. This is a disaster for Liquid. Could easily be a 6th round here for Grayhound.
Could be. Might not be, though, because oSee is finding some incredible form in the last couple of rounds here. Sneaks in towards the arch, and now Fly will punish Alistair as well. They might be able to steal this round away. Liazz still fighting strong towards the pier, but he's got a lot more on his plate. Trying to bait in Ins as well, who's pitched up on the bomb site. Yekindar waiting for his opportunity. A clean spray from Liazz will give them yet another round here. Round 14 is theirs, and the money not in a great spot for Team Liquid. My, oh my. Well, it's going to be round number 15, and Grayhound are on their feet. This dog still has some bite yet, and we'll see if they can convert this. Bit of a gimme, considering it's about average, what, $3,000 per player, I think? A little bit more, perhaps, but yeah, there's going to be Galils, Tech 9s, and just a couple of AK-47s here, so they are likely to pick this one up.
Yeah, this has suddenly got very exciting, hasn't it? really, the first 2 rounds the Grayhound won was down to a one-on-one. So they just didn't have any money at all.
Oh.
But now that they do, it's a little bit more exciting. And they're back to this aggressive style. They tried this earlier and it heavily backfired on them. And they really never made this work. Now, at least, they're getting some trades in there. Vexite and Alistair left 2 on 3. The bomb dropped at the bottom of mid. Look at Vexite. They just don't even realize. He's so far forward. And Nitro walks straight into the shot. So it's a 2-on-2. Although, it looks like Naf... Oh, the timing is not with him. He maybe could have had that shot, but... He's going to come back around for it here. Still crouching for it. And he was so well aware. So at a minimum, a bomb plant here for Liquid.
Yeah, probably a bit more as well. It's Alistair on the retake of the AWP. A lot of work to do. They still have a smoke to almost certainly go towards Moto. And indeed, that will be deployed right here, right now. So Alistair locked out. He's got a flash to try and maybe put through the smoke. But you can't really justify sitting here for another 10 seconds and hoping you can find 2 kills and a defuse. It looks like he's going to have to go for. And he'll bide his time, hope to find a gap, and yeah, had to push it, had to do something with it, and you can see why Yekindar actually goes down. He's got a fighting chance here. He's going to deploy the flashbang and go for the full defuse, I think, in the corner as well. Nafly not sure as to what's going on, can't detect whether it's a full defuse, and my god, it's as close as you like. An amazing effort there from Grayhound as they find a resurgence, and we go 9-6 after they looked like they were down and out. Can they continue this strong form towards the tail end of the first half? You're going to have to find out after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You join us for the second half between Team Liquid and Grayhound in the lower bracket of Group B. It was looking pretty rough for the Grayhound boys. They were down and out. They couldn't really get going whatsoever, but then a resurgence in form has led them to a pretty convincing scoreline. 9-6, still anyone's game. It's wide open on their map pick as they switch over towards the T side, and they're opting for heavy presence towards second middle, and that's all they have, as Alistair's been completely dispatched of towards T steps.
Yeah, just deleted in a single click, which is not exactly ideal. They're going to go for the silent boost into the apartments. 6 rounds on the CT side of Inferno. I mean, it's not great, but if they can win this pistol round, maybe they could recover it after all. EliGE crouched in with the dualies, a little bit of an exposed position, but he will make it back from the corner at the very least. He's going to stick around and actually get caught. I think he could have made it, and now the pressure is on. They're jumping out of the apps in towards the pit. They find the kill on Nitro, and they just run it down. The Glock's doing all of the work. That is fabulous.
Wow, Hounds mentality working out very well there for the Greyhounds as they leap in toward the A bomb site in the 5-on-4 deficit and don't give a single kill away. Overwhelming play, and that's a much needed pistol there for the Aussies. As like we said, if they win the pistol, they are right back into this one. Second round will be very interesting. Do we see the Force Buy? We certainly do. Team Liquid will bring out the 5.7s. A very meta weapon right now. It took a bit of a cool off for a few years. The CZ was prevalent for about 5, but now the 5.7 back in full force. It's always been my favorite pistol, and we'll see if they can use it to full effect here. And like you said, they've got the 4 smokes here, so you can treat this like a gun round, try and whittle down the clock as we enter round number 17.
Yeah, that surely's got to be the plan. And I'm with you on that 5.7 train. There's something about it. It's just you get the damage up close, but I mean the 20 bullets. I think people just really underestimate how much extra that is in certain contexts. So I'm a big fan of it too. Mac 10s are coming out, 3 of them in play. And with head armor on most people, it could be interesting. There is a chance here, at least, for a bit of a defense on Liquid. And they bought the smokes that we talked about earlier, right? So if they keep slowing this down, if they can rotate people over to help smoke that B position, it's going to be really powerful. But there's not that's happening right now. In fact, still just Nap hanging around.
Well, Liazz spotting 1 towards the bedroom, but no real damage inflicted. It's Yekindar. Even though he's been spotted, he's happy to push, and it's an open B bomb site, but will they want to even challenge this at all or go for the full save here? Might get the latter. Well, Nap will be going down regardless, and wow, 2 kills for the smoke. Inns will be taking full charge of the round here, and there'll be no chance of a save. They get nothing done here at all. This one felt like a bit of a non-starter, and that's the Force Buy from Liquid, achieving absolutely nothing here. So that's an eco on the cards up next. They will be saving 2 5.7s and some Kevlar, but that is about it. We go 9-8 and presumably 9-9, as like I said, won't be much to work with at all in that next round, and they'll have a ton of money here, farming with the Galils, the Mac 10s, and we'll be getting $3,500 on top of the little they have right now. So they'll be absolutely fine for cash and have a bit of a bonus round potentially in the first gun. As we wait for the conclusion of this one, no hunting, as all 5 players just sticking together. They've got nothing to gain and everything to lose. They go for that hunt. Just going to be taking an MP9 instead of the Mac 10 as well. So that's for Alistair. Things going very good so far in the second half.
Yeah, Greyhound are taking some big steps back into the game right now. And, you know, we're still going to see the... It doesn't really look like Liquid are mentally too stressed at the moment, but you know that can happen just at the flick of a switch. So that's the one thing that still makes me a little bit nervous. 9-8 here. And the Mac 10s, they even picked up an MP9. They're going to be able to farm some more cash in this particular round. It's Naf with 17 and oSee at 14. So that I'm okay with that. I don't mind seeing Naf on top of the scoreboard, but EliGE and Yekindar, I'd like to see just a tiny bit more out of now, and maybe they will be able to do that. Oh, that's a bit close. Almost dropped by the Zeus, but Sicko, he survives jumping around the corner. You got to be careful about that, Henry. You know,
yeah.
You know, 1 amp can kill you, Henry.
1 ant.
1 amp. It's a stupid.
Oh, I said 1 ant. It's like, what is
it's also possible that 1 amp can do that. But...
So what kind of ant are you talking about? That's wild. Right, okay, with the Zeus electricity, amp, got it, and I don't even know the meme, so this has gone all sorts of wrong. So I've ruined it for you, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Did you know that that a quarter of the world's biomass is ants?
I didn't, but I'm glad you've got ant facts for us. Maybe you should do an ant space quiz.
We could definitely. I bet there was a lot of that, a lot of different kinds. Like I bet we could do that. Like leaf cutting ants, definitely some of my favorites. So yeah, like we can set that up, no problem. Some real material here to be worked with.
Okay, well, yeah. Did you know that one ant could kill you? That's so good. That's so confused though. What does that even mean? All right then, Grayhound will be taking the round, no problem. Like we said, it was just a couple of 5-7 safe in the previous round. And not much else had to be the full eco as we tie things up 9-9. Lots of cash here. Once again, winning by virtue of explosion. If you're not sure, if you win by virtue of kills, it's 32.50 per play on the T side. Win by explosion, 3,500. So certainly helps out getting the bomb going off here in this sort of manner, even if Nitro does save. And I say that, an extra $600 for Sicko as well. He is going to be high rolling, $7,500 here. This is what you call the epitome of a bonus round, Anders. You've got Galils and Mac 10s across the board. You're in full control of the momentum of the game. You're back online, and you've got your opponent against the ropes. So this is where you want to do something punchy and fast and exciting. So you've got 2 SMGs, 1 Galil, like the apps pop, or just a full-on B execution would be great as well. And they've obviously got plenty of other options. We'll see what they bring to the table.
Yeah, do you ever get a feeling when you're playing around like this that it's actually a bit of a luxury to have these SMGs? Because it takes some pressure off, right?
Look at the lack of helmets as well. You've got 3 players without helmets. Those Mac 10s are absolutely lethal now. So, yeah, this is huge.
You're not playing quite as seriously when you get the SMGs. Like, you feel like you can be a little bit more loose, and it's not going to cost you nearly as much. So, sometimes it's just nice to have a round like this. Look at the fallback. INS is hearing it. He's saying, you know what? Something is happening. Jump in to try and make sure no one is there, but they definitely heard the footsteps running back into the bomb side. Yakinda, really wide open angle for him. If they wide swing him, he might actually be in a bit of trouble here. Smoke's going up. There is the wide swing, and they're able to get the trade. They want to follow it through, but still on the other side. Naf ready to defend as they try and come for the smoke. He's got maybe a couple of more bullets. Not enough for the kill anyway, and it's EliGE. He was backpedaling through it, and actually he shows up at the perfect time. Gets the one, but is still caught, and it is a 2-on-2. They re-smoke that CT spawn position. It's a really deep smoke, and maybe, just maybe, Grayhound can get this 10th round.
Well, there's no orb watching the smoke, so they have managed to sneak through and focus towards the ruins position as well. Alistair and Inns to try and clutch this one out. Inns with 34 HP, oSee with this AWP as well. But remember, no helmets, no kits, but they do have smokes and an HE. It's down to Nitro to do the heavy lifting here. His final event in a Team Liquid jersey, and he will fall in the first attempt here on the 2-on-2. Smoking out now, this time defensively, as oSee just tries to get away from them. Looks like he should be fine. Takes a little bit of damage en route. And will they be going for the hunt? Absolutely not. So that's the bonus round conversion there, Anders. Just forcing their way towards the B side, like we said, keeping nice and close range. And it works out tremendously well for them. Just traded very effectively. Bomb planted. EliGE did what he could, but only finding that single frag wasn't quite enough. And it will be Grayhound taking the lead now after a really ugly first few rounds. I believe they were down 8-2 to kick things off in the first half. Imagine that.
They were down 8-2, and now they've just walked it back slowly but surely. And you know, honestly, that 8-2 scoreline, you also got to think about it again. They didn't have any money for any of those rounds, so that actually is a legitimate excuse if you're on the Grayhound side. They did not have a lot to fight with, so I don't necessarily. It's not such a surprise once they started picking up money, and they had that one round they won with pistols, and they stole 2 AKs and an AWP. That's how they got all the money, and then they kept on running, and they never really looked back. So it's pretty impressive right now. Grayhound doing some real good work. 10-9 the scoreline. It's a 1-round lead, looking to make it 2 if they can dodge oSee's AWP, which is looking likely at the moment.
Stone cold from Liazz. Beautiful shot there towards the apartment. Takes care of EliGE, no problem whatsoever. 5 versus 3. And oSee Orp still can recover this one, but not looking good considering they're about to find a wide open B bomb site. And call for the bomb to come back. Sure, it's pretty far away, but they've got a minute on the clock here. Once it's confirmed, they will send Vexite back, who's got 23 frags, by the way. A player who's had a bit of scrutiny recently, I would say, Anders. So I won't get into it, but
yeah,
he's certainly delivering.
I noticed that too, Henry. I'm glad you bring it up.
Yeah.
Listen, back to the ants.
Okay, have we got more ants facts from the Twitch chat, perhaps? They maybe could contribute with that sort of thing.
I don't know if Twitch chat is quite there yet, but if you guys have any ant facts, we're in the market for some. I was going to mention, I don't know if you know this, but there are some there are some tribes in the, I think it's in the Amazon. They have like a manliness test where you have to put your hand into like mitts that have ants. Well, they're bullet ants, but and the sting from these, there's like hundreds of them in there. The sting is supposed to be something like I think 30 or 40 times as painful as a bee sting, and you just get like completely wrecked. Like people just go.
Okay, I'm not a man then. I would like to retract myself from this test. I don't want to do it. I'm happy.
Oh, my suggestion was going to be that we try and adopt it. Like, if we want to make one of these manosphere cults together, we could try and do that. And like, I think that's like, there's some real market here. Like, you know, or it's all about being like super manly. So I think we could definitely like, you know, import it, steal it maybe from them. Maybe we don't use the bullets. Maybe we do use the fire ants instead. I bet it's less painful. But.
Yeah, I think my brand of manliness though wouldn't sell very well. Like, I don't think that's what those particular group of people are looking for.
It's all about the marketing, Henry.
I suppose you're right.
And you know, as just to you know, as a word of advice, there's always lying on top. Like, you can lie about these things.
True.
And it could go a really long way. So
I forgot that lying's okay now.
Yes,
right? They made it okay in 2023.
It's really like a loophole. Not many people have realized, but I'm just saying.
You can just lie about things. If you believe it, is it a lie? That's the thing.
That's exactly right. There we go. 21st round, and it's a 2-round lead for Grayhound. Liquid, it was a cautionary tale from the start. We did say, you know, just never be too sure about Liquid. You never really know.
You did say that, like almost verbatim as well. You're like, even though they'll find a good lead, they'll be up 8-2. There's always a chance that things just like blink and you miss it, they just go wrong for them. And nothing too tragic or catastrophic has gone down. They haven't lost to any like crazy eco rounds and stuff. They've had a massive lead and they won the first half 9-6. But here comes EliGE trying to pick up the pieces now and find double digits for the North Americans. As we will see a 5-on-3 ensue with lots of damage done towards Liazz as well. Speaking of which, he's towards the quad side. Bomb on his back and 20 HP. This round feels like it's absolutely done. It would take a miraculous play from one of the individuals here. Maybe Alistair with the AWP. In's coming out from the apartment's position, but HE grenade won't do too much. Maybe a lick of damage towards Naf. But that's about it.
Huge, absolutely huge double kill for EliGE. Time to step it up for him. He was previously at 10 kills, so a little bit behind on the scoreboard. It's good to see him step it up in a round like this one. Liazz and INS not going to have much of a say about anything here. And Liquid, quick to turn it around. It's a flawless round. And this is a difference. It's a huge difference, right? Because when Grayhound won this round finally on their first half, they had one person surviving, but Liquid going to be the entire team.
Spoiler alert, if you're not watching the A stream and saving yourself for the result after this, cover your ears now. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds for the complexity and EG scoreline. It's not over just yet. The complexity have just won the first half 13-2 on Anubis. EG are having a rough run of it out there, and that's the American derby as well. At least an American team will be winning today. That is something we can say with certainty.
After going the full distance against FaZe as well, right? You wanted to see EG do a little bit more, but that is upsetting. I guess it's not done yet, but
with the Sonic standard as well of complexity there.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wow. Oh, here we go. Naf with 1 HE, then the Molotov kill. He's using all the utility at the moment, and it's a third utility kill in the round as EliGE will burn Vexite, leaving Liazz on his own. So the door's been shot in the face of Grayhound in this particular round. Looks like it's going to be a tied-up scoreline, 11-11. The bomb is even dropped up there. I don't see Liazz being able to make his way through. Yeah, he's waiting for it, but why would Liquid make this mistake? Why would they try and go for it? No way that it's worth it. Flash on over, but he actually... Wow, good timing. And they could dump some utility here. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Liazz with not much to do here. And round number 22, Liquid have tied things up. Great effort there from the likes of Naf, getting 3 massive kills in total. Closing things out as well with a lovely AK-47 headshot. 11-11, make a wish, North Americans, as we look to see if Liquid can put their best foot forward here in Dallas, Texas. Bear in mind, a few storylines here. Nitro, Captain America himself, his last tournament on home soil as well. Hasn't had the best run of form as of late. Just had his second child. Hasn't got as much time to dedicate to the game. Had to miss out on the boot camp before the major, leading to a pretty underwhelming performance. And then just after the event, announcing he would be stepping back. So absolute legend of the game. Best of luck to him. Big love to Nick. And aggressive, of course, from Team Liquid. As we'll see the first shot. Not kill from oSee. And there it is from Yekindar, who makes up for it. Lovely play. Backstabbing Grayhound here.
taking all of the power away from them. I like this move. And it's actually something that Grayhound themselves trying to do a fair bit on the CT side, and it never really worked out that well. But it's so deflating if you're on the T side, and whatever strategy you were going to call, whatever you wanted to do, you don't even really get a chance to test it out. It just gets taken away from you. So, yeah, huge plays coming out. Liquid back in the lead and looking to take Inferno away, which is actually quite doable now. This is it's a big change in the game from Grayhound kind of walking away with it a little bit on the second half, and now Liquid are right back on top.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Very convincing rounds as well. I think it's had enough. He said, we're probably showing these guys a bit too much respect. Pound for pound, we absolutely blow these guys out of the water. And as they got the Royal Flush set up on the CT side, that's 4 AKs and an AWP. You don't see it too often, but you know it means you're high rolling. You're in the driving seat, and Yekindar knows it as well, negating the flames, looking for an opening kill here, and he's going to swing for it. Can he convert? He's got 5 players on the other side of this wooden post, and for now, Flashbang coming over the top any second. Here comes the opportunity. He only finds 1. Will they commit to this? It looks like Vexite might have to. Flames behind him. 25 kills to his name, but only 12 points of health as he tucks himself in towards the corner.
The setup was there for it, wasn't it? He definitely could have had the multi-spray down. But you're right, having those AKs on the CT side is sick, because you avoid that awful position where you get the one dink with one of the M4s, and you don't quite get the kill. It's just, it does even out the battlefield quite a bit. So trying to get through, it's another nade. We've had so many nade kills, but hold the phone. oSee is getting run down. He's under some pressure here. Misses the second shot as well, and Liazz will take him down. What has happened, Henry?
They've absolutely fumbled the bag, I'm afraid. That was a pretty much locked-in round. Naf just couldn't control the garden hose there. It got a little bit out of hand. It happens to the best of us. And if he finds out just that simple kill in CT spawn, I dare say they win the round. It was done. oSee, same story. They hit one of those orb shots. He saves the day. If the wallbang attempt comes in towards coffins, maybe EliGE can pull this one off. Doesn't sense it on the other side. And I think that's him evacuating the crime scene here. We're going to tie things up in an unlikely scenario. It was very chaotic, but every chance for Liquid to find the necessary kills. A rare miss from Nafly there. You don't see that too often from him.
No, you don't. And also oSee missing a couple of bullets. You do need to hit those, otherwise it's not going to be working out.
Yeah, giving him a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt. Slightly more charitable, considering it was Naf that could have saved him. Taking the aggro, if he got that one kill, he wouldn't have been overran. But still, yeah, he did miss a couple as well. So 12-12, that is a bit of a backbreaker. We just said they had the Royal Flash coming into that round. The best setup on the CT side in CSGO. And they're unable to convert. If anything, the spray let them down a little bit there from the new boxes. So a chance to get back into this once again. Grayhound tie things up. Money actually pretty interesting on either side. It's actually EliGE with 7,300. And we'll see who will be striking first here, round number 25. Not too much aggression, but the CT certainly sending some utility down towards the bottom of the middle. And indeed, Banana as well. Alistair trying to push them back. As Yekindar has been such a nuisance for them and continues to do so as you can see him boosting up here, looking for any close proximity players.
I like that from Yekindar. I really think he's the playmaker on the team. So I like to see him be active and out there looking for something, even if it can be risky. They've left him alone, and they've drawn 4 people back to the A bomb site, so they should be in a good position. And I also like the fact that EliGE seems to be becoming a little bit more alive in the second half. First half was a bit slow for him. Oh, there we go. Liazz, though, double peek coming out, and they're going to be able to take down oSee at the very least. A shot from Nitro as he spins around. A double for him. He's absolutely locked this round down. Alistair, yeah, throwing away the AWP, saying, I'm not going to make it out of this round, and he's not wrong about it either. So just make sure they don't pick up one more, but still in the AK instead. And Liquid at a 13-12. That was a great defense from Nitro.
Just what they needed after that nightmarish round in the previous. Daps looks pretty calm, though, I must say. No alarm bells going off just yet.
He's Canadian. He always looks calm.
That's a good point.
It's just what he is, you know. I don't think I've ever seen him stressed, to be honest. So, you know. Good to have.
I'm sure there's time. We'll see what happens as the tournament goes on. Everything can change with Team Liquid. We've all seen it. And for now, though, they do have the lead, 13-12. I think it's okay. I think they have this one in the bag. This round will be indicative as to which way it's going. As you can see, a couple of players fully invested. That's actually 3 of them. We've got Tech9s, Galils. It's unlikely to win this round. They'll be down to an eco if they do give it away. So nice little execution here, focusing on the smokes down towards the arch side and library, and going to be pouncing towards the quad with 5 players in it.
Oh, this is one of those scary rounds where you could get run down, although EliGE and oSee, even Flashed, going to be able to get the first couple of kills, so that'll slow things down. But whenever you get close enough, whenever you get to the hay count on the T side, you're just a couple of kills away from winning the round. I mean, all you need is that one good entry, either towards pit or to the A-bomb site, and they got none of them this time, in spite of what looked like decent flashbangs being thrown, but Liquid able to stand tall on this one, and they're getting close now. It's going to be 14 to 12. They're 2 rounds away from picking things up on Inferno and cementing that first map win. And again, I mean, all of the maps here, both teams should be competent. Second map, which is picked by Liquid, will be on Mirage. So if they can win this first one, it heavily increases the odds that they're going to be able to get this working.
A-Stream update. Complexity win the first map, 16 to 2 against Evil Geniuses. Good lord, that really is not a good look. They've got Sonic playing for them as well, instead of Holzorg, who's like considered one of their absolute best and most impactful players. So that's kind of alarming. I guess Sonic was there with the Extra Soul boys before, but still, like 16 two-handers. Like, come on, what's going on there?
I wish I knew, Henry.
And it was their pick as well as Anubis that EG picked.
Yeah. How do you play so well yesterday against FaZe, and you show up today and you're just getting rolled over? That's a little bit ridiculous.
Oh yeah, more than rolled over, I would say. Right then, it's going to be potentially the last round here in this one. It was getting quite interesting for a second, but Team Liquid certainly stretching their legs now, looking more and more comfortable, confident. As we'll see the 3 AK from the CT side this time. Yekindar continues his relentless aggression, and Alistair, that is a brave push, but one he capitalizes upon. Somehow comes out on top of all the carnage of the flashbangs, goes down to 28 points of health, but finds Yekindar in the process. It's oSee with the responsibility of fending them off, but the smoke's about to fade, and this could get awkward for him. He has no idea that Inz is already in position, and I dare say he goes down in the next few seconds. Does get a more defensive line, a better one perhaps, but now they'll jump on him.
Oh, they're not quite quick enough. He's going to come back for it. That's so scary. Vexite, quick on the trigger. 27 kills on Vexite right now. He's done everything that he could have, and then some to try and keep his team in this one. But oSee, if he had a second shot, maybe this would have worked out. Naf, good timing. Vexite's out of the round. We're right back into a 3-on-3. Backup is being called for. And Naf surely experienced, oh my god, right for the smoke. Coming back for a little bit more. It's risky, and he will go down. 2 versus 2, but the flank is coming in. EliGE from Banana, and Nitro from that CT spawn position.
This is the key frag right here. Liazz with the opportunity to find EliGE, and one he converts. Nitro, Captain America. Last event here for Team Liquid. Can he close things out in regulation in a 2 versus 1? He's got a smoke, an AK-47. Bombs at about the halfway point as well. It has to be a clean kill to open things up. It's really anything but. A little bit of damage towards Sicko, and they will be finding the round. 2 more to take us to overtime here. Obviously much needed at this stage, and well done managing to find an early kill towards Yekindar, courtesy of Alistair, who was just very brave, pushing for the smoke, had a flashbang behind him, got the opening frag, and then they were able to dissect the round piece by piece. So maybe a tactical timeout here, Anders, just to kind of discuss the options. oSee and Naf, who are in these smoke spam wars. It was obviously Liazz and co coming out on top towards the end, but still quite exciting round. Money available here still, and we will use a timeout. It's the first one used by Grayhound, if you can believe it, after being 8-2 down in that first half.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I mean, you would assume that they would have wanted to use some earlier, but to be honest, they made their way back on their own. 13 to 15, there is a chance for overtime the way that it's playing out. Liquid have quite a bit of money, even after the buy here. So that's the only real downside for Grayhound, is they have to keep on fighting and battling their way through the rifle buys that's going to be coming at them. But there is a way. 3-man setup at the B early on, and just Nitro and EliGE, I think, making their way towards the A-bomb side of the defense. One mistake here for Grayhound could really cost them the map, and quite possibly the series with it again. Mirage, second map being picked by Liquid. So if they win their opponent's map pick, you know they're going to be in a good position. And they got Naf fired up. He had a couple of really rough games at the major, Naf, where he kind of went missing. So personally excited to see him. I'm a big fan of Naf's overall play style. It was rumored for a bit there that he was going to, start to look for something in Europe, I believe. I think that would be sick, especially because this Liquid team is kind of in a weird spot.
Oh, look what Twist did with that sort of venture.
Yes.
Another Canadian stepping up to the plate as well. That would be epic. I would love to see that. But time will tell. It's an interesting point of flux for Team Liquid right now, considering the removal of Nitro. But here's oSee looking to close things out. And again, only good for one is Liazz that punishes him with the kill. And Yekindar finds the bomb as well, but running out of bullets here, has to go for the reload to spawn.
Yeah. Oh, and he's going to get found inside. That's just a good shot from Vexite, but maybe with a little bit of luck on top. Bomb being planted, and Naf doesn't really want to swing for it. EliGE also going down for the smoke, so that's a very efficient way to get things done. Liazz will close out the round with the kill onto Naf, and it's just Nitro walking away with the AWP. Again, they have money to buy in the next one, but we're going to go all 30 rounds here, Henry.
Oh, we wouldn't have it any other way on the B stream. Jason and Dinko, of course, with the 16-2. They love it.
Yeah, they're putting in... although, I believe they lost power at one point or something, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. That's my point, though. They lost power, but still, they finished about 20 minutes before. It's the old classic. Yeah, of course they do. But, yeah, we get the potentially an overtime experience here as well. Liquid, a little bit uncomfortable, considering that 8-2 lead. It's their opponent's pick as well. They had this one in the pocket, and it's getting a little bit uncomfortable in there now. Like you said, though, they will save the AWP and have enough to buy into this final round. Might have a few concessions, but should be absolutely fine across the board. So many smoke spam kills here. That was an absolute clothesline from Vexite, cleanly through the smoke. He must have hit the 30 bomb by now in regulations. Have a look. Vexite, where are you? 28 kills, not quite. So he has cooled off. He was at 24 about 5 rounds ago, but still a very impressive performance. Not a name we talk about a hell of a lot. And here it is, round number 30. Orb for oSee, of course. 23 kills to his name. Now for 27 at the top. It's going to be up to Inns once again. And a beautiful shot. He finds Yekindar once more. He's been punished more often than not, Anders.
Yeah, that seems to be the case, right? He's doing okay at 18 kills, and when you're playing the style that he is, it can really, you can get into a game like this where you just keep on faltering at the banana position, and unfortunately, this is another one of those rounds. Put some pressure on. 2B, 2A. I feel like, unfortunately, very often when you lose a play like this early on the CT side, you actually are incentivized to go even more aggressive. It's almost like you have to try and find some way to get back into it. A Grayhound waiting for that to happen. oSee, very patient, but misses the chance to shoot Liazz in the knee. And he's going to smoke it off and fall back instead. The fact that the AWP is there, though, is good information for Grayhound to play around with. Oh, Nitro, they've left him behind the smoke. It's a bit of a mind game on his own, although he is going to start to walk away. He didn't want to commit to it quite. And Grayhound just not even thinking about walking away. They're still putting some pressure on middle. They want to try and see if they can maybe find out just a bit more. It's been a while since they saw the AWP, so they don't quite know where it is. And I think Nitro might be in some trouble here, Henry.
I think he might be. Hunting for overtime. The Greyhounds smell blood. And they're looking to pounce on this A side. And like you said, Nitro waiting here alone. He is in a lot of trouble here. It's a one-and-done position. He's been detected as well. Takes a bullet to the arm. Surely taken down. And overtime looks locked in. That's a wide-open bomb site. 5 versus 3. Naf, oSee, and EliGE with it all to play for. No saving in this round. And Inns, perfect position to find the first frag here. As he finds oSee, no problem. That's a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, making it look easy. Going to take down EliGE to follow it up. And that will definitely secure overtime. As a 5 versus 1 for Naf. And I don't understand. I don't mind that Liquid put 3 in B and 1 in the A bomb site. I just don't understand why they weren't more aggressive at the B defense then. Just try and push out and look for something. 15-15. Grayhound with a dreadful start to the early part of the regulation. They definitely did not look good. And then all of a sudden, they changed it around and they bring it back into overtime. I think that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it just seemed like they threw caution to the wind, especially towards that banana position. Time and time again, willing to challenge and finding those opening kills. It was actually pretty cool to watch. The likes of Liazz and Inns just cracking things open against Yekindar mainly. He's taken 23 deaths, and that's kind of reflects everything we were saying, Anders. Like, sure, he's had a couple of moments, but he keeps dying over and over again. That's reminiscent of like a Boomage performance at the top of banana right now. And we'll see if oSee can get himself out of hot water. 23 kills, 53 points of health. Yekindar again aggressive. Surely he gets a kill this time, but 1 for 1 wouldn't be ideal. Actually helps out Grayhound if anything.
It does.
That's what he does as well.
That's going to be even better. Sicko on the double opening. He was so flashed Yekindar after the first fight that he couldn't really see anything. Nitro falling the backup on over. Naf is saying, you know what? I'm just gonna roll the dice and gamble and see if they show up. It's not a bad move at the moment. It seems to be the right one, in fact. He's getting there with the AWP, and Nitro needs the help. Let's see the timing. At least he's set up for it. This could work out for Liquid, in spite of being in a 2-on-3 here. Vexite's kind of low on health already. Flash maybe around the corner. No, just a smoke, and Nitro only good for the 1 kill. Naf, he can't escape. He wanted to get out of the smoke, but it's not going to be possible. Liazz will get him, and the first round of overtime goes to Grayhound.
Oh dear, oh dear. Team Liquid. This does not look good against Grayhound, who have not been looking their best either as of late. You know, the heavy favorites coming into this one, that's saying it lightly. And tactical time out here. Daps pulling out the old strat sheets, working out what the next move is going to be. But Vexite continues that amazing form. Sicko as well has been such a menace on this B side of the map. That second kill was absolutely stunning towards oSee there. So we'll take the timeout. It's Grayhound with the first round in the bag on the T-side campaign here in overtime. It's 1st to 19. 18-18, we do it all over again. So a 1-0 start here for Grayhound. Absolutely what the doctor ordered, considering their outing in the first half on the CT side. 8-2 down, and now finding themselves with a lead in overtime. Great comeback, great resilience. That's what this team's known for, and they'll be fired up now. The shouting and yelling will ensue momentarily, I'm sure.
They should be fired up. This is exactly the kind of start you want against a team like Liquid. Again, if you win it in overtime, that could bleed into the next map as well. oSee's going to start out really well, though. Grenade and on top, and the shot onto Vexite, and he is the key player to take down at the moment. So you like to see it. Liazz announcing himself in the middle, but unable to get any kind of shot off on anyone. Just saw the tip of a barrel, I think. Flashed around, and actually Liazz going to continue. He's on a mission right now. Not impossible he could do this. There is a chance that they just don't even know. Yeah, you see oSee making his way back for the library. Now they realize, but nobody, I think, realized how close Liazz had actually got in the beginning.
So, Nitro being made to be uncomfortable there. Bit of utility thrown towards the pit position. Now we'll find one, but that's all he'll find. Has to be a killer towards CT spawn. That's going to be Yekindar, but unable to challenge. There's defensively, and now the smoke has been deployed as well. So just trying to contain them. Force them in towards A if possible. Buy some time. Run it incredibly low and leave them with no choice but to challenge his teammates. But they're not taking the bait just yet. Smoke's being deployed now towards the arch side, deep in the arch as well. So oSee will have his vision removed. And they'll smoke towards library as well. So even with the reposition, he'll still have nothing to work with.
Down to 27 seconds. Double setup at the bomb site, but those smokes are making it real hard for oSee to actually be involved in anything. Good defensive shot from Nitro. He's nearly good for the double EliGE. He can't quite spin it around, but there's oSee with the shot. So they'll tie up the game once again. Liquid, good for the defense, and good on oSee to reposition himself to dodge those smokes, because once he was out of it in the library, it looked like he was going to be irrelevant in the round. So not at all bad.
It's Nitro taking that aggro as well. Sure, he only gets 1 kill, but it's enough to allow his teammates to rotate through. Some close range action there for oSee. Like we said, he was completely smoked off. Bravely pushes through, hits the quick scope, and we will tie things up. Final round here of the first half of overtime. 16-16, and a bit of aggression from oSee once again. Looking down towards second middle. I dare say there was a chance for kill, but Alistair, oh, he'll continue his push, and oh no, misses out on the shot narrowly. No one can seem to connect a bullet so far. Plenty of opportunities, but no damage inflicted across the board. That's wild.
Yeah, after all of that. And again, the 4-1 lean here coming out from Liquid. They are close with the double arts position to rotate back, but Naf is holding it alone at the B bomb site. 30 kills on Naf. He's the first to get there. Vexite kind of stuck at 29 for just a second here, but surely he'll be there before the end of the game. They're getting close in their apartments as well. This position for EliGE is really, really scary, because if he loses Nitro behind him, then he has 2 different angles to hold, and usually that's going to be, especially because when you turn around to look at the balcony behind you, the flashes that are coming in from the middle will typically catch you in that position, so he really needs Nitro to stay alive. And even better now that he's just getting the first one. Nitro's gone down in the meantime, and he does get traded out. oSee, good shot, and an even better follow-up. Bangs out Liazz, leaving INS on his own.
That was epic. Well played to oSee. That should be enough to win this round, but well, Inz's got other ideas, it seems. Yekindar He'll be dropped. The fake plant comes through. Now trying to work with the time. He's only got 15 seconds remaining, though. Will commit to this one, I'm sure. In terms of utility, nothing, but the timing seems to be working in his favor. But he has got oSee on the other side. Thankfully, the AWPs, it couldn't justify the swing. Here comes Naf from the apartments.
Yeah, he's just crouched in here. They don't have any grenades left on either side. And slowly ticking down. They've got the kits, so they're not that worried about it. Good headshot now. It's oSee getting close to try and find it. He's got the pistol out instead. He wants to hunt him down, but INS has got the health for it. And there we go. Just executes him. That looked so patient. He was just waiting, certain that he was going to eventually peek. And you know what? He was absolutely right. Well played. That was ice cold for oSee at the end.
Man, oh man. 4 kills for oSee in the round, and a round they actually probably needed, to be honest with you. It's been a little bit scrappy, sometimes clumsy, but you can see them getting the job done here. oSee going above and beyond there in the 1 versus 1 as well. That second shot was absolutely stunning. Didn't hit that third one, but coming out on top in the 1 versus 1, 5-7 in hand, and finds his 4th kill. So great work there from the American sniper as we go 2-1 in favor of Team Liquid. So 1 round will guarantee double overtime for them as they switch over to the T side. And bear in mind, they were up 8-2 on the T side in regulation. So should be able to find 1, no problem, you would think. But a chance to discuss their options here to round number 4 very shortly indeed. In terms of the buy, not seeing any double op set up to kick things off here. It's $12,500 start money in overtime, meaning you can't really spam the double orbs. You can go for them, but if you lose 1 round, your money is already quite compromised. So you need to bear that in mind.
Yeah, you've got to be a little bit careful about the money, you're right. And I think that's a good position to be in. It shouldn't be just an automatic call that you can just keep on doing it. Yeah, you can putting under a little bit of pressure, but the flashbang, it should have been fine. He should have absolutely had that kill. Set up by oSee to assist, and they get one for the smoke, and the kills just continue now. Sicko gets another one in return, so 2 versus 4 here. First team to get to 19, as you can tell on the hut there. Alistair ready in case someone's trying to get through. He didn't have a lot of luck in this position in regulation. I feel like a lot of the time he would miss the shots, but see if he can get it in overtime instead. They should be able to win this round, and especially now that the bomb's dropped. Good job.
Nice work. Yeah, Grayhound with a very convincing round there. Not much to break down. Hitting their shots, enabling the crossfires, and pushing Liquid back. No problem whatsoever. Vexite continuing with that strong form as well. He should be into 30s now. Yeah, 31 and 25. As we enter a 17-17 situation, round 5. And oSee presumably going to be given that AWP. He's gone for the AK this time. So, rifles across the board for Team Liquid. Who will be finding map point first here in overtime? Could be anyone's. Team Liquid unable to find success in that previous round. Probably a change of approach. As we'll see, EliGE make his way up towards top middle, just hunting for information there at the start, trying to bait out the shot. But the Molotov towards Porch. He'll be hunting for control where Alistair lying in wait on the other side.
What a grueling way to get started with such a close Inferno game. And again, you know the loss here for any one of these teams can kind of spill over into the next map. Some trades to the smoke. Alistair also taking some hits on the other side. But a tied up game in overtime. They have wrapped around the bomb site. They're in a great position, but Alistair, headshot onto oSee. He's taken one down, and he's going to continue to fight all the way to his death. 3 versus 3, and a bomb should be planted. It's actually lost out there. That's really awkward. If they had the bomb, they could have been able to put it down right away, but they're gonna change the script, Henry. They're running back to the B bomb site. I don't think Grayhound realized yet. The bomb is already going to be there.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Okay. So they're well on the back foot, but with the bomb down, you might even call this a 3-on-3. CTs are nowhere to be seen. They'll be aware this was a possibility, but need to get their skates on now. And they're still a little bit worried there could be a flanking player as well. Vexite will pick up an AK-47. They've, of course, got kits, a smoke available for ins as well, and a couple of flashbangs. It will be Sicko to lead the charge. Yekindar smoked off as well. That is a frustrating one. He'll have to reposition here. It's down to Nat to try and find the first kill. It's pretty clean. Oh, is it ever? He gets the 3-man spray down. Just what they needed to find map point. It's Naf delivering on all fronts. That was spectacular, Anders.
Yeah, chance for a recovery here. Even if Liquid, they definitely could have closed it out in regulation, but I guess winning in overtime, they'll get the job done anyway. That's what they need right now. Yeah, this is exceptional work from Naf. He's really had himself a game. 34 kills, an 18-17 scoreline. Liquid, one chance here to win it. Otherwise, they're going to go into double OT, which I'm sure they don't want at the moment. This is real important to them. Again, playing down here towards the lower bracket, you have to make this work, especially if you're Liquid. I think no other team in the tournament has the same weight on their shoulder to try and perform at the tournament. Alistair going to be taking down Naf. Some Molotov going out down immediately. Yeah, he did not want to let anyone else through. So good chance here for double OT. Sicko. Oh, he's going to get a helping nade. Yakinda now very low.
Yeah, hell of a nade, that's for sure. And they've got the 5-on-4 here. We'll see them change their approach, opt for a mid-attack. We have got EliGE in towards the apartments, Molotov towards the porches. You might expect flashbangs to follow, and an easy pickup there. Alistair, fair to kill.
Yeah, things just keep on getting better. Grayhound, not really easy to put away at all. I feel like this is getting to the sort of perfect storm combination where, again, if you lose in double OT instead, it's just going to be so painful. Both teams know it. Nobody wants to make the mistake. Smoke going down, but double OT almost secured already. Yakinda's going to get dropped. Liazz, excellent work on the bicycle down in the pit. And it's just oSee left.
Yep, not much you can do with this one, I'm afraid. 5 versus 1. Options very limited. He's aware of it. Might as well just play some stats. He can get a couple of kills, but nothing will be found. Clean sweep to ensure double overtime here. They'll remain on the CT side as well. Excellent work here for Grayhound. They are looking tenacious today. And Liquid, a little bit weaker than you might expect. If you're just joining us, this is the last tournament ever for Nitro in a Team Liquid jersey. And hasn't had the best showing of form in the last few weeks. A little bit quieter today as well, 17-23. We've got Yakinda 19-27. He's noticeably a little bit off form as well. We'll see if they can pick up the pieces. And it's Naf playing very well, 34 kills. Yakinda once again challenging towards Banana. Has had mixed success on this side of the map, but we'll see if the CT can push it back once again. Molotov designed to find some spatial control. And they're going to be deploying the same utility, trying to reclaim territory here. Another nice grenade. Ouch.
Oh, yeah, that'll do some damage. They lose Naf, though, on the other side. It's a shot from Alistair to make the job a little bit easier. 4, actually 3 people down on the Grayhound side. Vexite's going to get one in return. Straight into a 2 versus 2. Bomb right there on oSee, but Vexite's just going to be walking for the smoke. How do you even win that fight? oSee was there on the other side. He should have been able to pick that one up, but that's a disaster. EliGE in a 1 versus 2 all of a sudden.
Yeah, the bomb goes down. It looked like he had every advantage in the world, but no, Vexite continues his strong form. 45 seconds. EliGE with a smoke, which he'll deploy towards spawn. Molotov towards coffins, maybe, and see if he can pick the bomb up. But he knows he's in a lot of trouble here. Finds a second smoke. So he'll be smoking towards coffins, Molotov new boxes, trying to give himself a fighting chance here, and the grenade in response to Molotov doesn't go quite deep enough. So 25 seconds, he can still peace out and go plant an A. So there's a possibility now. Bomb will be planted, that's no problem. And he is one of those players that can certainly win out in a 2 versus 1 with 20 HP.
I agree, and I mean, EliGE, again, I think he had something like 10 kills in the first half of regulation. He really wasn't very impressive. He wasn't doing that much work, but he's really stepped it up now, up to 22. 1 versus 2, down in the pit. God. They've already seen him, but Vexite solo on health. This might actually be doable. Both of them coming in. The flashbang does nothing at all to help them, and now the swing is there. The spray is good, and EliGE with a clutch to get Liquid the first round in double OT. That is huge.
Yes, indeed. You're dead on. The fact that one player was so low gave him a fighting chance there. It was awkward. Wasn't comfortable, that's for sure. But EliGE delivers. Finds him the first round in double overtime there. Not the cleanest ever, but they'll certainly take it. Big performance there, as EliGE will be mowing them down towards the short position. So we've got a bit of a timeout here as well. Second used by Team Liquid. So we'll just be talking about the options here. They've been losing the first pick more often than not. Alistair's been having his wicked way with them at the start of these rounds. We're seeing a lot of banana retakes. Not so much aggression to the start, but it's getting absolutely destroyed by the grenades on the retake. And things getting a little bit awkward for them. But fortunately, it's Liquid managing to overcome the deficit. 2 versus 1 with 30 HP. EliGE will be taking that round as we get into round number 2 here. Looking to continue the streak. So no AWP for oSee, sticking with the AK on the T side.
Yeah, that's as close as it gets in that last round. Liquid able to pick it up.
Nades again.
Yeah, quite deep onto Nitro again. Tough start for him. Yakinda, though, he's going to be good for the entry, and it's a good job for Sicko to fall back, because if he sticks around for the fight and he goes down, the round is almost certainly over. 4 versus 4. But Yakinda having a bit of luck. I mean, he started to step it up, both him and EliGE. They were kind of the 2 weak points throughout regulation. So the fact that they are now live in double overtime, it feels like things are getting harder for Grayhound at the moment. They need somebody else to really join Vexite at that incredible top level of 34 kills on him at the moment.
1 minute here, and we've got just one player in towards B. That's going to be Sicko. He's got a single flash to work with. He'll be Molotov'd out as well, so with no smoke, he'll have to move. Stand in the open, but the Molotov's not quite deep enough, Anders. Maybe it's misthrown, I'm not sure, but he should not be that comfortable.
Oh, he definitely shouldn't be. Yakinda out of the mix. 2 versus 4. And there's an easy shot. Alistair, good position. Bomb on the ground. Absolutely nothing that Naf could do with this one. He's going to be found at the end. Nobody's getting away with anything. This, especially, it's a best of 3, right? And there's so much on the line for both the teams that this is exhausting. It's going to end up even more exhausting if it goes all 3 maps. Then you can look back and you can say, well, wait a minute, the series started, you know, playing double, maybe even triple overtime the way this is going, and you just end up spending so many resources mentally to try and come up with something new and get everyone working. This could be a very long day for both these teams.
Could be. Time will tell as we'll get into the 3rd round here. And it's oSee to open things up. A much better start. Alistair finally thwarted at the start of a round. 5 and 4. Yakinda needs to be careful. Can't afford to give this one away for free. Needs to have some trade potential. He sneaks in towards Cubby. Flashbang deployed by Inns, and oSee will dodge it for now, and that should be another guaranteed shot. Lovely work. Do they have to fully commit to this one? Time will tell. Sicko in a bit of a freebie. That's what I'm talking about, that trade potential. They just don't have it. Wasn't a necessary push, and at least they have the information that Sicko's here, but EliGE has been dropped as well. Howard's is back to a 3-on-3.
I don't know, but they're really not pressuring the advantage that they have either. There's the shot from Nitro. Well done. But they delayed this a long, long time, and it actually bought some time. I mean, another couple of seconds, Vexite would have really been there to help out. Now instead, it's a bit of a retake. Liazz and Vexite. You might as well go for it here. Get ready in case there's a boost. Re-smoking that position, and I don't even know what you do now. They did create a bit of a gap in the 2 smokes here, but these flashbangs coming through had better be really amazing. You could see Vexite throwing one of them in there, but they're ready for the pop. They're already turned around for it. I don't think there's any way to get through at the moment. They are inside of the smoke, which is a little bit chaotic, but ultimately it'll be Nitro and oSee to close it out. 20-19. As Liquid, with a 1-round lead again, they need to get to 22.
They certainly do, Anders, and one more round would at least guarantee double overtime, just to be clear. So 1 would do, 2 would be ideal. As see Nitro. And just to know, they've changed the seating arrangement as well. I believe that was why the camera's a little bit messed up. Today, for some reason, they changed up the seating order for Team Liquid. Take from that what you will. I'm not sure it really means anything. But normally you have the in-game leader towards the middle. It's oSee that's in the middle of the road this time. But he's the AWPer as well. It's good for the AWPer vision. Wants to get as much info as much as he can, considering he needs to be the most versatile and dynamic in terms of positioning. So not a massive talking point, really, but a lot of damage there with the grenades at the start. Team Liquid looking for triple overtime here, if we can secure just 1 round on the CT side.
They need to close this out. I feel like for Liquid, this is so important here to start the series with. Good trade. Sicko going to be able to take down Yakinda. He's only good for the one in the corner. And that was time for Alistair.
No.
Caught sleeping, maybe. 3 versus 3, but EliGE, the only one to defend him through the smoke. He nearly gets put down. This is so scary for both players. Yeah, finally EliGE decides to call it off, and I mean, I'm shocked that he even stayed spraying for the smoke as long as he did. That seems like it's not worth it. INS and Liazz, 2 versus 3, and they are walking up the middle. Nitro, he's got the health for it here. grenade going all the way over. Timing is everything, and it's absolutely perfect. Nitro to take down Liazz. They're a huge step in the right direction here. They're about to be a kill away from maybe being able to close out Inferno. INS fighting for it here, but the pillar is going to be saving Nitro, and now he's running away for it. The time is up, 24 seconds.
We'll see what he can make of it here. 3 versus 1. Like we said, this one just guarantees triple overtime, and they might not actually win the round here. Inz is playing this perfectly so far. The smoke will deny Nitro a chance of sabotaging his efforts here, and it's so low on either side. How is he still going? In towards the graveyard now as well, looking to put Nitro in a coffin, and he's going to find that first shot. Apparently not. Nitro will bide his time and actually win the round and guarantee triple overtime. 2 players survived there, came right down to the wire. Certainly didn't look comfortable in the 3 versus 1, but they get the job done.
This is the best position that Liquid have had in a while, so they need to be able to capitalize on it. Again, this is an experienced team, right? And we think of them as like a top-level team. So when you have this kind of advantage, it's double overtime. You've got 3 cracks at closing out and putting an end to Grayhound on Inferno. You have to be able to take this. If it goes triple overtime again, you're really risking, you know, not just the map, but again, your mental state for the whole series. So there's a lot on the line here. oSee looking down the middle, hoping to find an opening. Gun barrel will be shown there, and Alistair trying for what looked like a desperate wallbang. Oh, nice shot from Nitro. Here we go. He's really come alive.
Well, that's what we're talking about. When you get the AK-47 on the CT side, you're allowed to take these slightly more aggressive angles where you might lose the duel with an M4, and it can be a little bit frustrating to receive on the T side. That's Vexite, the danger man, removed. 36 kills to his name. He might not have anything left to say on Inferno after an absolutely epic performance here. He is removed early, and it's Team Liquid with full control here. Yekindar rotates back in towards the B-bomb site. It's going to be tagging out Naf by the looks of things, but it's going to be a B finish. They don't have much info here, but they seem to have an inkling. That's where they need to be. oSee will rotate through. Nice incendiary as well. Should buy enough time.
Should. And inside of the fire spray from Naf is so good. Double kill before they finally run him down, but that might be everything they need. Liazz and Alistair, this is going to have to require a miracle, and now it's all on Alistair. Missed shot. Yekindar to close it out, and in double overtime, it's Liquid to win the fight against Grayhound, at least to pick up the first map, which is not at all bad.